It's 19:06 GMT. This is Focus on Africa. I'm Audrey Brown and you are with the BBC World Service. To Cameroon now, where soldiers have invaded a hospital in search of people they believe to be separatist fighters who may be receiving treatment there. Some of the staff were beaten up and doctors and patients harassed at one of the main hospitals in the Central African sub-region. There have been previous reports of hospitals being attacked or even burned down in the troubled English-speaking provinces of Cameroon. Our correspondent Randy Josa is in the regional capital Bamenda, and he sent this report.
It was a normal day in the St. Elizabeth Catholic Hospital and Cardiac Center, Shisong, that receives patients for open-heart surgery from the Central African sub-region. That is, until troops aboard 3 armored cars invaded. The Catholic-run hospital director, Sister Helen Ashoma Mbu, says heavily armed soldiers caused panic amongst patients, severely kicked and pounded some workers with gun butts and army boots. They insulted and threatened to shoot Reverend Sisters in the legs if they failed to show where they believe separatist fighters were hiding. She adds in a protest letter to the authorities that she was obliged to conduct them around for a thorough search, even through surgical wards, the emergency units, female medical units, surgical units, maternities, private wards, amongst others, but nothing suspicious was found. Speaking to the BBC on the line to Kumbo, Bishop George Nkwo sounded very worried.
I'm extremely disappointed because this is not the first time that the military has come in and ransacked the hospital, gone into sacred areas that nobody's supposed to go to, really, unless you are an expert and a medical person. They have done that over and over.
The authorities have not reacted to this latest incident on the hospital, but the general in charge of the army in the Northwest region has previously addressed the issue. Bishop George Nkwo again.
And I'm surprised that this is done again because sometimes the highest authority in the military have openly come to Shisong and apologize for this type of behavior. So I'm really disappointed that this has happened again. I know that we are living through difficult times, but there are certain areas, certain things that are sacrosanct. I just want to make a humble appeal to whoever is in charge, whoever gives instructions that you can go into school, go into hospital, and to the cardiac center, and even shoot guns and brutalize people in the hospital. And they speak shabbily to the religious who are there. I think that's beyond limits. It is too much. And my humble appeal will be that this should never happen again.
Several hospitals in the Northwest and Southwest regions have been shut down following similar life-threatening attacks. Some have been burnt down. Doctors and medical staff have simply fled some areas. This latest attack on the Shisong Cardiac Hospital has sparked tongue lashings from residents, rights groups, and media in the crisis-torn region.
There are patients at that moment, and the army has no right to invade a hospital, threaten doctors, threaten patients, beat up the guards. Very embarrassing. It's sad. What if it was the soldiers themselves that were sick and in the hospital? Would they expect the Amba boys to come there and hunt them? No.
Hospitals and churches are safe havens in terms of war or crisis like this. So I don't see the reason why soldiers who invade the hospital, we have heard of people being shot in churches as well, the Amber boys and the soldiers attacking schools.
Gabi Ambo, a human rights consultant, has been observing the crisis unfolding in the past 5 years.
As per Resolution 1612 of the United Nations Security Council, we definitely do not allow access to hospitals, access to schools, or let alone maim or kill children, or deny access to humanitarian services. And you can name the list in that order. And sexual violence perpetrated on citizens. It's not allowed. But this is exactly what this army actually does with the dawn of every new day. By the day, they get involved in actions of this nature, and no one says a word. No one speaks. Not even the United Nations, not even the international community. Let's talk about the government in place and other partners. It is traumatizing, it's annoying. And so we're saying here now, on behalf of FGI, we condemn the act of the Cameroon military, most especially in Shisong, in combining other places where they have actually entered the hospital and pulled out people. I can still remember freshly the case in Bamenda Hospital where I was myself present when the military came in and they were rushing the medical doctor on duty early in the morning to go shoot places of the watch where they have to pull out some patients, and the doctor refused that she cannot do that. This is unbelievable. This is not acceptable, and we think this should come to a stop.
Both the military and Ambazonia separatist fighters have on different occasions been accused of targeting hospitals to catch their wounded enemies.
And that's Randy Josa reporting there from Cameroon.